Hey everyone, this is the Biology Daily Update for Friday, the 22nd of May. This might be the last daily update. I might go to kind of weekly updates in the future, something like that, because next week is a little interesting. So let's talk about that really quick. So next week, you have Monday off, quote unquote. I mean, obviously, if you have work to do, you might be doing some, but maybe take some time to rest. And then you have Tuesday as a regular day, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is the meeting stuff. So come to the meeting that is yours. Second period, or sorry, I don't have a second period, but first period is on Wednesday, third and fourth on Thursday, and fifth and sixth on Friday. And I believe that the way it works is that if you are the first of that pair, like first period on Wednesday comes at 9 o'clock, and then second period would come at 1 o'clock, and it repeats like that. Third period, 9 o'clock, fourth period, 1 o'clock, fifth period, 9 o'clock, sixth period, 1 o'clock on their day. I could be wrong about the 9. It might be 10. Take a look at the schedule thing and classroom where I put it. But you come to your meeting. For me, we're not going to go too long. It gives us a 2-hour block if we want it. But we're going to do a brief activity. The activity will go in the gradebook, so it's definitely worthwhile to come from a points perspective, but also just from a say hi perspective. So come and do that. And that's the last thing that'll go in the gradebook at all. And that's next week. So there's not too much happening next week. I am also going to give out, so I guess main schedule stuff. Today you're probably taking a look at, or soon you will be taking a look at the Evolution of Trust game. And then there's one other assignment, one set of notes. I'm going to try to put those up Friday if I can. I had them on the calendar as Tuesday, but I might as well give them to you early as I can so that you can choose when to do them. It'll be the last set of notes, an Edpuzzle, and that's it, just like before. I haven't actually finished recording them. I tried earlier, and it didn't work out quite perfectly. I rambled too long, so I'm going to re-record them. So that'll be up. You'll be able to do it, and that'll be your last actual homework assignment. And like I said, the only other thing that goes in the gradebook is the meeting. So yeah, you've got all of your work except for the final Edpuzzle and the meeting, and I'll try to get you that Edpuzzle as soon as I can. Today's question, and it's particularly interesting, I guess, for anyone who got this far into the video. Next year, I don't know what next year will look like. I mean, none of us really do. But the possibility exists that there will be more at-home teaching, at least part of the time. Some of it might be at home, maybe. I don't know. I have no special information on that. But if some of it is, I want to use some of what I've learned and what we've learned over the course of, these past few months to try and change the way that I'm doing stuff. I definitely changed some of this because, I kind of implemented certain things as a temporary measure, and then it became for the rest of the year. So I wasn't going to change halfway through, but I was like, oh, if I'd realized we're doing it for the whole year. But that's how it goes. So what I kind of want to know from you, two things. Number one, if you've got a general suggestion for what worked well or what didn't work well for you, put it in the private comments thing. I might not. Some people might put conflicting information, so I'm not necessarily going to do everything that you suggest. That's what a suggestion is. But put it there. It's good to know. And then I'm going to ask a question, I think, that's multiple choice and says basically how many of you use the information in these videos. That might mean that you watch the whole video. It might mean that you skim it for information. But I want to know how often you use the info. Do you use the information from the daily video 50% of the time on only half of the days that I make one? You actually use it for something. You actually find the info, watch it, or skip through it and find the info. That's what I want to know. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And yeah, I'll see you next week when we are engaged in our final real things. And then hopefully I'll do something to connect with you a little bit on the actual last week of school, because you still have until the last week of actual school, to turn in stuff for me. Hopefully I'm especially connecting with those with low grades, of course. If you have a low grade, connect with me. But I also would love to hear from some of you who have the high grades. just because it's neat. I enjoy hearing from all of you, but I am kind of focused on those with the low grades because I want to push them to do better. All right. Well, anyway, have fun. Don't die. Have a good weekend.